At that point in time, there was a meagre flow of water in the taps that has been that way for at least 2 weeks, making showers for basic hygiene next to impossible and disabling washing machines. There has been no hot water either for this period, extending weeks, as there has been insufficient water pressure to activate the gas hot water systems located outside the front doors of the flats. I saw the gas and plumbing vans arrive and saw a group of plumbers returning towards our building shortly after their inspection from behind the sister building next door. A little while later, as I was about to leave the premises in my car, I got back later on and was told by another resident that the plumbers had informed residents that the water would be turned off for some time. As I remember it, I went out again shortly after, and when I returned some time after 5, there was no water supply at all. We have had 2 weeks plus inadequate water in the pipes, and of now, after the swarm of plumbers appeared before 3 p.m, we have no water at all, and the pipe in our yard that has ruptured 4 times in a row and was inadequately repaired by Link Gas and Plumbing on 4 occasions has now ruptured a 5th time. The water pressure problem already existed for some time before the initial excavation and repair of the broken pipe. I was the one who first alerted maintenance to the water rising and where. Water from the ruptured pipe is visibly coming up from a buried pipe that they have dug up and reburied on 4 occasions, as I remember it, reconcreting the footpath near it where they had to excavate. It seems more than coincidental that the pipe has ruptured again after the arrival and departure of the 4 bands of plumbers made their appearance. They were only on the property for half an hour and didn't have time to do any repairs elsewhere. They seem to have walked around and left some before. They seem to have walked around and left some before others. The resident next to me said that they were here and gone in half an hour. It would appear that the increase in water pressure that must have resulted from the plumber's visit must have been responsible for the latest rupture after repeated repairs of the buried pipe in the yard. It's possible that the reason we have been living with a serious water pressure issue for an extended period of time is due to the plumbers partially closing the valve that they have access to, and they close the valve completely when they have excavated the pipe that keeps needing repairs. And after increasing the pressure yesterday, they have ruptured the pipe for a 4th time. The first rupture was the 5th occasion when they executed their first unsuccessful repair job. Here's where the plot thickens. On a number of occasions, residents have observed the arrival of a Link plumbing van over the long duration of this issue, occupied by 2 young plumbers who sit in their van in the car park playing with their phones for some time and then leaving without getting out of their van to do any repair work. The other day, I happened to be in the car park on the way to the local shops. When a Link van arrived, I decided to ask the driver what they were here for. I was informed that they were here to look for the problem, i.e. why the poor water supply is happening. I asked the problem is related to the pipe that has been repeatedly repaired, isn't it? The young driver answered that Link Plumbing was in an argument with State Housing about further funding to repair the piping around the ruptured pipe they had repaired repeatedly, as more extensive work needed to be done, and State Housing was refusing to provide the money they were demanding to fix the problem. This is the reason why